The following stories are 100% legit. Not a scam, not a prank, bro. These stories will blow your mind, so viewer discretion is advised. People in the armed forces, what's the story behind your nickname? Blackout. I tend to black out and go in full rage mode while in live combat. I have 100+ recorded kills using a pocket knife and I don't remember one of them. Watch out, we got a badass over here. And Phantom Dave replies, blackout because his armed forces career exists solely in his dreams. Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here and welcome to r/ThatHappened, part 6. Let's get started. And now we have even more tough guys. Cops really aren't that hard to fight. I fought a couple cops in my day. Their vests are pretty much just big handholds you can use to toss them around. The vest is attached to their entire torso. If you get a hold of their vest, you have control over where their body goes. This one's a pro tip for all the cop tossers out there. Enjoy prison. I just watched a woman drink laundry detergent at Walmart, bottle to mouth, in the aisle. I said nothing, but when we made eye contact, she just gasped and was like, I'm gonna buy it. Bro, I'm not worried about you buying it. What the hell are you doing? I mean, this is Walmart we're talking about here. Who knows with that place? For this next one, and then the pizza clapped. So when I was 16, I came out as lesbian to my family. Us and my friend were having pizza for dinner and I just stood up, slice in hand, and said, this pizza is for gay people, and took a big bite without breaking eye contact. Then my friend stood up, took a big bite out of her slice and kissed me on the lips. We weren't dating, but I secretly had a crush on her. Then, my 18-year-old brother stood up and took a big bite of his pizza and kissed my father on the lips for 3 seconds. And I could just see his cheeks go tomato red while Mom couldn't stop laughing. Eventually, she had to leave the room because she was choking on her drink a little. What in the... That last part is just weird. For this next one, and then the ghost of Freddie Mercury came out and clapped. One Halloween, my sister stayed home to pass out candy and she told each kid they could either take one piece and leave, or they could sing and dance and take a handful. So, some did things like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and one or two did a weird little jig thing. And then this one kid went through the entire Bohemian Rhapsody word perfect and she just tipped the entire bowl of candy into his bag and locked the door. You know, it's posts like these that make me think, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? For this next one, well, this is some obvious upvote bait for the folks over at r/anti-work. Hey, hope you had a great weekend. I've reviewed our roadmap and I've seen that we may be behind schedule for the product launch. I know you're new to this industry, but in cases like these, it's quite common practice that the team do some unpaid overtime to make sure we get back on track. Unpaid overtime really shows your character and commitment to the company. It shows that you're a worker who wants to put their all in everything you do. You want to do some unpaid overtime this weekend, right? Kind regards, Totally Legitimate Company, Incorporated, Limited. Interesting, no mention of what this project is, vague corporate speak, and really making sure to mention that it's unpaid for that sweet, sweet karma. For this next one, I'm sure her fallopian tubes clapped. I remember when I told my 3-year-old daughter that me and her dad are no longer together, broken heart emoji. I was crying and she wiped my tears and said, finally. I was shocked. She said, I used to hear you crying when I was in your womb. I know my father has never made you happy, so don't worry, I'm glad you guys broke up, with a lot of crying emojis. More sweet, sweet karma? Yay, free upvotes. Does anybody else I-League 7 JJVTOK lamb? Well, I was gonna post to this sub. Only had DAE typed out when I realized I needed my charger. I set the phone on my bed near my snoring 2-year-old. Come back 37 seconds later and he's awake frantically typing up this bad boy for you guys. He had the K&S going pretty well before I caught him. I'm sure this will get deleted and that's okay. Just wanted to share my kid's first Reddit post. Wow, what a milestone. First ever Reddit post? Check. Next up, first repost. Aw yeah. Next up, lying about a Broadway audition? Really? My biggest flex is that I had a Broadway audition. Wait, so that's you? Who am I then? Laughing emoji. It was a bet I lost to post this. I would never steal your work as my own. Biggest cop-out lie I've ever heard. It was a bet. Sure. Lying ass. Gotten 4K Ultra HD. For this next one, yeah, sure, buddy. Had a girl need me in the D in 11th grade. She had amazing boobs. Well, Mike Tyson, punched out, uppercut her left titty. It broke her bra. She was pissed, but my bus driver allowed it. He knew she'd been bullying. We were cool afterwards, and I got to see them titties once while she gave me roadhead coming home from church. Her mom was driving the van and we were in the back. Good times. The memories. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the little notification bell. For this next one, if it's true, then that's super sweet, but I have big doubts. He wanted to hold her hand so badly. Back in October, my 7-year-old son broke his arm. When the doctor asked him what color cast he wanted, my son proudly pointed the hot pink one. The doctor was like, "Are you sure? Pink is a girl color." My little guy looked at the doc and said, "There are no girl colors or boy colors. I want a pink cast because it's breast cancer month." The doc turned red. The nurse gave my son a kiss and I puffed out like a proud mama bird. What is it with people's faces turning red in these stories? And someone else replies, "I got goosebumps. You must be a wonderful parent, happy face." Of course the people on Facebook would believe this. For this next one, and then the whole school clapped. Wow. I always stare when going up the stairs, both spelled the same way. One time I saw a girl's lips through her leggings. I told her, then we smashed in the girl's bathroom. It was wild. For this next one, it's gotta be Florida. Can confirm I was the truck, so I'm an I-4 and I refuse to let some merge in because she wanted to zoom up on me on the shoulder. She pulls in behind me and follows me to Publix. As soon as I climb out of my truck, she runs up on me with a look on her face like she's about to rip me a new one. Before she can open her mouth though, I spout off with, "Let me guess. You recognize me from my adult films and you're curious. Don't worry, it happens all the time, but I'll let you know you'll have to sit down with my wife and I and have a beer before I'll jackhammer you into the mattress, so you can cross off adult film actor from your bucket list." She stops, turns to walk back to her husband who has the look of WTF just happened, and they climb back into their Suburban and drive off. I really need a camera crew to follow me around. Of course, you think you're so interesting and so important that you need a whole camera crew to follow you around. And now we have a cat who's somehow an artist. My cat left a smiley face of kibble in her bowl this morning. Wow, and it's even tagged with overdone. Not just overdone, but fake too. For this next one, the waitress throws her tip back at the customer's face and lives to regret it. If you can't afford to leave a tip, then figure out how much you can afford to spend and still leave a tip. Me and my husband went out to dinner and left a 20% tip for a waitress. While my husband was in the bathroom, the waitress came back with her tip and threw it back at me. She said, "If you can't do better than that, don't go out to eat." I didn't tell my husband anything about it until we got back home. The next day, he went back to the restaurant and asked for the manager and told him what happened last night. He asked who was our waitress and he told the manager who she was. He called her over and fired her on the spot. And my husband got a free dinner and drink. Wow. By the way, just a friendly reminder, you can turn off the caps lock, you know? The all caps makes your creative writing look a bit unnecessarily aggressive. For this next one, mom just got absolutely wrecked by a 7-year-old. We were in Target earlier, and I was pointing out a temporary hair color as an alternative to permanent. I didn't mean to suggest a color I was pointing out, just a product. Then this. "Yeah, but I don't like that color. I was thinking purple or green or red." "Oh, that's right. I forgot somebody doesn't like pink because it's too girly." "Mom, I just don't like the color and that's my right. That was an unnecessary thing to say." You're right. It seems like that hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry I did that. You can be what you like, and what you like is valid. I'll be more careful with my words. I love you. It's okay, I love you too, and what you like is also valid. Can I have a Coke when we get to the register? Thanks for saying that, but no, too late for Coke. But what I like is don't push it. For this next one, I'm sorry, but this just didn't happen, lol. I ordered pizza the other day and noticed that this was written on one of my pizza boxes. And I'm not sure how to feel about this, like, I depend on delivery cause I'm disabled. I did file a complaint, and the box says stop using people to get your need with 3 exclamation points. And Ilaria replies, yeah, I'm sure the pizza delivery guy who makes a living thanks to people who get stuff delivered to them wrote this. And Ghostwalker134 replies, everyone has it all wrong. PPLE is a regional abbreviation for pineapple. The delivery guy was just pissed about the topping choice. And then the delivery guy declared this pizza is cursed. For this next one, coffee shop workers can't just give out free gift cards at their own discretion. Or can they? Ran into one of the girls that bullied me in middle school. And it even made it to r/all. I was at Starbucks getting a coffee and I noticed one of the cashiers kept staring at me. I did not recognize her, so I just thought, meh, whatever. I'm walking to my car and that woman is yelling after me. She asked if I'm not saying my real name, and I said yes. She started crying and she said she was sorry over and over. I'm standing there so confused and then it clicked. This is one of the girls that shoved me into walls and stole my backpack. I tried my best to comfort her. I said it's okay, we're in our 30s now and I've been over it. She refunded my coffee and gave me a $25 gift card. People change. I'm glad I let all that stuff go. And now we have some more police self-oppression. There's a picture of a Taco Bell bag that says Die Pig. So, my son, who is a police officer, stopped to get dinner at Taco Bell in Humble on his way home from work while still in his uniform, and when they handed him his order, this is what an employee wrote on his bag. My son is a good, fair, and dedicated police officer. In no world should he be treated like this. It's taken everything for my mama bear claws not to come out. It's sad that Taco Bell Corporation would allow this kind of crap. My family will never eat at a Taco Bell again. I'm sure the giant corporation will miss you. And by the way, thank you to the people in the comment section who reminded me that the H in the city of Humble is silent. Oh yeah, and it was revealed to be fake. Look at the bag right there with nothing written on it. Why do people even make stuff like this up? Is it the attention, the likes? I don't get it. For this next one, it's true. I was the pigeon. The nurse who took the picture said, it's been 3 days since this patient arrived in hospital for treatment, and during these 3 days, nobody in his family came to ask about his well-being. Maybe he lives alone. But a pigeon comes every 2 days and sits in his bed for a while and goes away. Later, it was discovered that he sat on the park bench daily and feeds the pigeons. Sad face, and here's the red arrow and circle to prove it. For this next one, ran out of things to brag about. It's time to take things into your own hands. So I came home late from a night shift to find this note for my 7-year-old son on my bed. He's more of a man than some 30-year-olds. Why are so many people specifically choosing the age of 7 for their children in these fake stories? Dear Mommy, I'm so proud of you for being strong and slaying all day every day. Daddy was an idiot for letting you go. P.S. I made you a Play-Doh heart with our initials. I love you, Mommy. Eric, hugs and kisses. Yeah, sure this isn't Mommy's handwriting, sure. For this next one, kids think he's Walt Disney and he can't bear to tell them otherwise. I hate to brag, but children have come up to me at the park and ask me if I'm Walt Disney. I have a pencil-thin mustache and I always wear a tie when I'm there. And when they ask me this, what else can I say but, why yes I am. Are you enjoying my park? And they say yes, and I say, that's good. I like when families have a good time. That's why I built this place. And the kids love it, but the parents really love it. I have a feeling I'd break their hearts if I said no. For this next one, America protecting itself from enemies. Spelled E-N-I-M-I-E-S. That's some quality American education right there. Second day of school. I asked how was day one and what they discussed in each class. History class, Second Amendment. Aw yeah. Teacher said something to the effect of, do you know why we won't be attacked on the ground by the enemies? There's that spelling. Guns. Americans have a lot of guns and it's your right to bear arms. At that point the class started to chant, America, America, America! They say the Pledge of Allegiance every day, and there is a flag in every classroom. Buchanan is doing it right. I love Buchanan. This next one is definitely a well-educated child. My son, Jack, 14, has been maintaining a spreadsheet that tracks all of his classmates' problematic actions. Jack has always had difficulty fitting in, but he is a compassionate and intelligent boy. We do not allow our children to have their own computers to prevent the risk of them being radicalized by alt-right websites. So our kids share a laptop that we monitor and control access to. We found an Excel spreadsheet in Jack's folder that listed the names of all his classmates, as well as dates and descriptions of their problematic behavior. Some of the descriptions I saw include: has a mom who is a cop, no pronouns in Insta bio, laughed at a fat joke, lists problematic shows as one of their favorites, mimicked a foreign accent, and used cis-normative language. This has gotta be some kind of joke or satire, right? How is having a mom who's a cop problematic behavior? Kid has no control over that. And apparently we have a gold mine for fake stories right here on YouTube. I'm hoping none on Noble Xenon comment sections, right? When I was younger, I absolutely hated this song. I hated it so much I jumped out of a moving car to get away from it, my lord. Now I find the song decent at best, however, this is a great cover, better than the original. And Val would like to know what song they're talking about. OP replies, Barbie girl, and I don't know about you, but that shit slaps. And I don't know about you, but I think the OP missed a joke there. I think that was just a satirical exaggeration. And for this next one, I accidentally left my speech to text on while walking my dog. This is the transcript. You doing a really good job. Come, good boy. Hi, how are you such a good boy? Do you guys want to pet him? He's a little jumpy. His name is Tuxedo Cutie. Because have a good day, got to poop little poopster, or you just smell them. Let's go. Come, good boy. Good boy. Good, that's just a scarecrow. It's not gonna hurt you. See? Look, see? It's a twig man like your twig legs. Hi, how are you? We were just looking at your scarecrow. Yeah, he's almost one. Well, he's been working on the couch, so will do. Have a good one. Good pooper. Hang on, buddy. Wait, let's go home. Do you see home? Did I leave it on? I'm sure your dog is a cutie, and a good boy at that, but would the text-to-speech really recognize poopster? And for this last one, and then he stood up and clapped. I think one of my proudest moments was when my ex said, I treat you like crap cause you'll never break up with me. And I literally said, okay, I'm breaking up with you. And he cried so hard he threw up. Wow, what a story. Crying to the point of vomiting. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Bacon Cat, Cole Pollock, Catalin Cormendi, Seth Southwell, Spoonie the Rogue, That Ducking, Jerry, and Benjamins. You can join in a link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.